Welcome to A Date with Danu right here on High TV, your luxury channel. Today on the show, I have so too much of glamour, lots to talk about and lots of crowns to be discussed about. More on the show, do stay tuned. He is seen and known as a father of revolutionizing fashion in Sri Lanka, and at the same time, strict, disciplined, oriented, and can be very sharp with his words too. I'm happy to have, for the first time in one of my shows, the one and only Senaka de Silva.
Hi, I'm Senaka de Silva. I'm basically a designer choreographer who has been in the Sri Lankan fashion industry for almost 50 years now, and I have enjoyed it, and it has taken a lot of work to bring our fashion industry to what it is today. And I train models and beauty queens and try to bring out the best in everyone. Date with Danu is, I find it a whimsical, it's very interesting, the whole show, because I think English programs are very rare to come by, and also it is entertaining. I mean, we see we see so many people in their careers, but when you air them like that and have a light-hearted program like Date with Danu, I think it is easy for us to understand what their personalities are, who they are, and what they are doing in their relevant industry. Well, Danu is, whatever it is, I think a fashionista, and I like that he's obnoxious and sometimes he's a bit of a scream. But all in all, I think he is lovable, and thank God for people like that to take the mundaneness of this life. It's nice to put on the TV and see personalities like that.
One and only Senaka. I tell you, if you have not worked with him, you would have heard him. If you have not heard him, you would have seen him in action. Thank you, Senaka, for joining us on the show. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
So from when have you been championing this Bindi?
Well, I've been on and off doing it.
I've been seeing it recently.
When I have time, I just decorate.
Recently I saw you with dreadlocks as well.
Yeah, I mean, you have to entertain yourself. Fashion is entertainment for the body.
That is true. To create something new for yourself to wake up to.
Of course.
All right, let's go back in time. You have been in the trade for so long. You have dressed, you have groomed, you have brought in discipline and worked with so many people. In all your years of experience, what do you love about fashion and what do you hate about fashion?
I think fashion is like an escape. I mean, from this mundane life. It's lovely to see slightly offbeat clothes or offbeat hairstyles.
Offbeat people in total.
Yeah, people. Offbeat models whom we scream at and put them right.
Yeah.
And I think it's totally fun because, I mean, you call the shots. You have the music, the backdrops, the lights. It's three-dimensional and I enjoy it.
Okay.
I've got hooked on it.
And you have been doing this for so long. And tell me about all the people you have worked with. What do you think is lacking today?
I think what is lacking today is discipline and respect. And also there is a certain etiquette, Danu, in fashion. You know what I mean? Models don't come and say, I can't wear this. You know what I mean? They are just like dress hangers. They just wear somebody's clothing.
Creation,
But now people have, you have to put up with these tantrums and this fussing, and which I totally ignore. But way back when when I used to train models, we used to also train them how to go for fit-ons, how to be on time, to answer your phone,
what to take for a fit-on.
Yeah, exactly. But that's not there. And sometimes, and also Danu, when we did fashion shows way back when, we were not selling clothes. It was entertainment.
Right.
We choreograph fabulous things like that. It was like going to a play.
It was a show.
Yeah, it was a show.
Right.
But now, people are just coming 5 minutes before the show for a fit-on, and like that. No rehearsals, nothing. So I see it completely in another level of performance.
Today, the industry has grown, and it has grown for its best in the sense we have created new people, we have created more work, we have created a bit of an institution that people can actually depend on this as a full-time job.
Yeah.
But where do you think Sri Lanka needs to head to get to the utmost hub for it to be an island, like, a summer home for fashion? Or a tropical home for fashion.
Yeah, and one thing is I must say that without textiles, there is no fashion industry, first of all. So I think, first of all, we have to develop textiles. I mean, in any country, it's real fashion is selling textiles, finally. I think it takes also discipline and a certain vision, so that models, everybody knows what their responsibility is, and also keep above everybody else and try to be a little international.
On the other side, I'm going to be joined by Shivani. Now, she won Miss Sri Lanka, represented Sri Lanka for Miss Universe, and at the same time, what else has she done?
Model of the Year.
My gosh, so much to talk about. But she has had some crucial training by the one and only. We'll speak more when we do come back.
Hi, I'm Shivani Vasagam Vedanayaka. I'm a supermodel and beauty queen. I started modeling long years ago in '91 under the tutelage of Mr. Senaka de Silva. He's my guru. And I won the Model of the Year in '92. And that was the starting point. I represented Sri Lanka's fashion industry. Later on, I won the Mrs. Sri Lanka in '99, and at the Mrs. World, this is for the Mrs. World pageant, in Jerusalem, Israel, it was held. I was placed 4th runner-up. So it gives me, it's such a great blessing, and I'm really honored to represent Sri Lanka in the fashion industry as well as the beauty industry. Well, I'm so excited and was looking forward to be in this show. I've seen a couple of the shows that Danu was hosting, and it's very interesting because he has a cross-section of some Sri Lanka's greatest personalities. Danu is Sri Lanka's most lovable diva. He's a fashionista, he knows how to get around people, and he knows how to, entertain them, and, he really enjoys what he's doing. And, I was looking forward to being in his show.
Welcome back, and I'm with Shivani. To start things off, Shivani has a sub phone. A small sub phone.
Danu, what are you saying?
Which has a terrible ringtone and a worse switch-off tone. What is that phone for, Shivani? Let's get that off, because Senaka wanted you to just throw the bag.
No, it's a backup phone for emergency.
That's what they say.
No, because in my battery.
Like an ambulance is on the way, like.
This is an ambulance they never give way through. They're like, Shivani, please tell me the amount of titles you have won.
Well, I won the Model of the Year in '92.
Okay.
Then I won the Miss Sri Lanka for Miss Universe. Okay.
I just wanted to say.
Toddler. Maybe a little bigger than a toddler. Then I won the Miss Sri Lanka for Miss Universe in '95.
Okay.
Then I won the Mrs. Sri Lanka in '99. And at the Mrs. World, I was 4th runner-up.
Oh, wow. So we have another Mrs. World now. Mrs. World, we have been having some luck, no?
No, actually, Sri Lanka has been doing well. We have 2 winners who won Best National Costumes.
Okay.
Then Nushara was in the 10 semi-finalists.
Yeah, Unela won Miss Congeniality recently at Miss Universe.
Yeah, that was Miss Universe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is actually a hard battle to win.
Yes, definitely, yes.
So tell me now, you have won so many titles.
Yeah.
What made you get into this beauty world? Because being a model is different to being a beauty queen.
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, in the fashion industry, you're like a clothes horse for your designer. So you need to you should have the ability to show the clothes in the best way possible, and do justice to the clothes and to the designer's creativity. But where beauty pageants are concerned, you're an ambassador to the country, promoting Sri Lanka's tourism, culture, representing the women, the people. So it is a totally different ball game. And you're trying to promote Sri Lanka in the best possible way and to represent Sri Lanka with all this, as an ambassador of the country. And to make sure that, you do well for Sri Lanka so that Sri Lanka will get the recognition on an international arena.
Senaka, now we always get one thing wrong. We sort of try and put a model to represent a country at times. Is that the right format?
I think first of all, modeling helps for them to walk
presence,
and to have the confidence. And also I think then it has to be coupled with intelligence and personality.
Yes, actually, to tell you the truth, Danu, actually modeling is like a foundation because it helps you to groom yourself, how to walk, your poise, your posture, the way you conduct yourself. And also it develops a sense of fashion in you. Right, so when you're also representing Sri Lanka, you're promoting the fashion industry because the clothes you wear, you're representing the designers of your country.
That is true.
Right.
So all of that sort
of and everything is done on stage except for the interview where they have a personal, idea of who you are and what you do. Everything else is done on stage. So you need to have stage presence. You need to master the runway. Even the interview and the crowning, everything is done on stage. So that is one of the reasons that you need that foundation from the fashion industry and the modeling industry to groom you, and then it's up to you to see, this is like a personality, pageant. So there, it comes to play who you are and what you are, and it takes you into a different level.
All right. Now we're going to talk more when we do come back because when we get into a break. I'm going to tell you how I met Senaka for the first time. And I think I ran my way back home and very fast. When we do come back. Next up, I have Roshanara. I met her for the first time walking the runway for Divas Are Back. After many, many years, some of our great models got back to the runway for a good cause. And ever since then, I've always met her, unfortunately, only socially, and we've always exchanged such warm words. And she's always been this very fun-loving, big smile. I'm so happy to know that she modeled with Senaka, and then her daughters modeled with Senaka, and Senaka never could convince the daughter he wanted to model with her. With him, actually. How unfortunate. He has just categorically told the other two didn't match up to what I wanted. Let's speak to her on the show.
Oh, well, I'm Roshanara De Silva, ex-fashion model. And right now I'm a housewife. I really enjoy watching this show, and you get to know a lot of people and what they're doing through this show, and it is something that I look forward every week and enjoy. Danu is one of my favorite, and he's such a lovable person, and I enjoy every show that he has done because it's so different and so nice, and I love watching his show.
Welcome back. I'm so happy and so grateful, Roshanara, for you making it on the show. Thank you so very much. And for those who are watching, Roshanara is going through a bit of a tough patch these days, but her positivity was just remarkable when I spoke to her over the phone yesterday. And thank you so very much for being so positive.
I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, thank you so very much, because it's there in everyone, and unfortunately today cancer is battled in every family. It's just such a normal thing today, although we should not consider it normal, but it's a spirit how you take it up.
Oh, yeah.
And how you
Yeah.
work through it.
Absolutely.
And I think you're doing a great job. And
Being
amazing.
absolutely positive. That's
Yeah.
what I tell everybody.
And that's amazing, though. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And her daughter is here, son is here. I think the son was here. He ran away eventually. So anyway, thank you so much for coming, and I want to thank you. To start things off, you modeled with Senaka.
He was my guru.
Okay. And
Yes.
how was it?
Fantastic.
Okay.
I
You were
don't
nicer
think-
back in the days, I think.
Pardon?
He was nicer back in the days.
No, not that he was very strict with
Okay.
us, but I think he was fantastic.
All right. So I'm going to narrate my story how when I came to meet you at your house in Palmankada, correct? So it was a call for models for Colombo Fashion Week. I had lost so much of weight. I was thinner than this table. I was so happy. I was like, it's time that I dawn on this runway of mine. And I ran. I still remember the shirt I was wearing. It was a black and white striped shirt this way, like a batiki stripe. Black jeans. I went there thinking I'm dressed to kill. I can just have it in the bag. So there were all these models and the people like Adam Flame Kalvera who looked like nothing next to me. No, how can I even stand next to him? But anyway, like gorgeous souls like that, and me like a real one from Benlavasta just sitting there waiting. I have like lost weight in the worst way. I've only eaten like pap all my life to like I had this yellow look on me. I've just become like a gadol can. So then I now walked. He said, now walk. So one of my feet goes towards the north and comes back quickly. He just said, come here, stand, put that leg together. Go back now. And I was fading rapidly in terms of looks, in terms of the body, the way it was carved, all like next to Adam. I now look like a dead dog. I was like, just use whatever the life you have to get back home. That was it. I never turned and looked at Senaka's house after that. That was it. It was not brutal like that, no, it was actually my north-looking leg, nothing else. So Senaka, how was it to work with Roshanara?
It was a pleasure. These models, first of all, we introduced runway models. Earlier we used to have exhibitions and we used to put the clothes on the models, but
And
then
make
you
them
had to make them stand. But then we had to teach them posing.
Right.
And then we started showing them how to move and present the clothes.
Yeah.
And we started, these were the first catwalk models in Sri Lanka. Because earlier you used people like, hats off to Kirti and them, the ones who set the whole
Trend up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used like celebrities or sort of the
Known
elite,
faces.
Yeah.
known
The
faces,
film actresses.
film
Yeah.
actresses,
Yeah.
singers, like
High
that.
society ladies.
So,
yeah.
but then when it came to runway models, these were the first.
Now we're going to narrate this story to everyone who is not watching it live here. We do something called Facebook Update. All right, while Shivani does the updating work, I've actually told Mr. Senaka that I will email you the photographs. But very disciplined, he has off his phone and just thrown it, I think. Just like, this should not disturb me and all. That's great. So, Roshanara, I wanted to speak to you. Now, your daughters modeled. How was it? You have encouraged them to get into this trade?
Yeah, actually, Danu, I started modeling after my fourth child was born.
What?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. My son was born 6 months after only I started modeling.
So did you have problems like stretch marks,
No,
baby fat?
no. I had 4 kids when I started modeling, and how I went to Senaka is my husband wanted.
so shocked.
Yeah, my husband wanted me to do some exercises, after 4 children, and I went to him. My mother said, "Go to Senaka," and I went at Sudarshi, and I was doing the classes, and at that time Ramzi was having his first hair show, The Perfect Wave.
Right.
And he was coming in and out, and he was looking at all the girls to select. And then Senaka got me involved in that show. That was my first show.
Was a hair show.
Perfect Wave.
Really?
Yes.
That's such a fascinating story. So
Yeah.
you never even thought of modeling before that?
No.
You were just a tall girl.
Yeah. But flat, nice body.
Really?
Walked well.
Even after 4 kids?
I guess so.
Man, blessed. Look at you today.
And she had also like wild hair.
Yeah, I had
like
very
curly.
bushy hair.
Yeah.
And he spotted me out, and then he trained me.
Okay.
And
how long did you model for?
I modeled for about 15 years.
Wow.
After that, yes. Of course, my husband was a big support to me.
Really?
He
That's
was
amazing. though.
really encouraging. And then after my daughters was like about 18, 19, he trained the 2
Right.
eldest,
Okay.
Sonali and Dinali.
And the third one didn't.
Third one.
Third one I was eyeing for a long time.
The
but
Sonali
she-
Indian will throw a brick at you. They are just so upset.
I used to always say it. So, my God, but this is the model in the family.
Shivani,
Yeah.
you have been compared to. So you and Nushara were the era queens
yes.
at one time.
Yes.
So you were the Shushmita and she was Aishwarya. Or were you Aishwarya and she was Shushmita?
I think I was compared to Aishwarya and Sushmita both.
Both.
Yeah.
Nushara lost her spot. Nushara doesn't have anyone to be compared.
No, what happened was I took part in the Miss Universe in '95 when Sushmita was the reigning Miss
Right.
Universe. So a lot of the
I see the resemblance.
yeah, a lot of the
Because
contestants,
Shushmita was my neighbor in Piliyan.
a lot of the contestants constantly compared myself to her and me to her, like kind of thing. So, and then when Aishwarya was here for the Slada health run, I was the reigning Miss Sri Lanka welcoming her. So then the comparisons between us started.
But now you have 2 kids.
Yes, I have two,
20
19 and 16.
19 and
2
16.
boys.
Look at all of these people, man. I look like I still have children that I swallowed. Let's get into hot seat right now. Welcome back to the show, and it's time that we ask some questions. Shivani, are you ready? I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
All right, here we go. If you had to resend a former Miss Sri Lanka for an international pageant, who would you send as a winner, second runner-up, and third runner-up out of the 3 names? Geraldine, Nushara, Roseanne. Geraldine Rosairo.
Nushara. She will be the winner for me.
And the first runner-up?
First runner-up will be Roseanne Diaz,
Geraldine
and
will be-
Geraldine Rosario will be second runner-up.
Right. Your second question. Your thoughts on the current Mrs. World?
I think it took 20 years because I was 35 years since Rosie won, and it was 20 years since I was 4th runner-up at the Mrs. World. So finally, we have a second winner, and it's really good for Sri Lanka.
That's amazing. Is there a casting couch? Who do you think is the biggest victim, men or women in fashion?
Women, at least in the era that
Casting
I was.
couch?
Yes.
There was a casting couch.
There was a casting couch, yes, especially in the advertising industry, the campaigns.
Who has made you the prettiest as a designer in Sri Lanka? You can give me one designer.
Well, where my pageantry career is concerned, it was Chris who did all the evening gowns.
Batik.
No, she really has a flair to design the gowns for the stage.
Right.
You know, like pageantry style gowns. So that's her forte, you know. So, but apart from that, you know, every single designer that I modeled for, I took pride in their creation because they were so unique and different.
Senaka, to you now. Get ready. I'm scared actually to ask these questions. All right. Brian Kirkoven, Roseanne Diaz, Lo Ching. Who is your favorite choreographer and why?
Definitely Lo Ching Wong. Because, I mean, he's a creative, there is choreography.
Right.
Not just walking 8 steps forward and doing a half a turn, but they picked up from some other choreographer. Lo Ching has a vision. I think I have worked with him also over the years. and he's a perfectionist.
All right. Your thoughts on the new Mrs. World?
I think she looks also very attractive and looked nice. I'm very happy that at least Sri Lanka has finally,
brought a crown
home after such a long time.
Describe Colombo in one word.
I would say just one word: boring.
Boring. Okay. Your favorite bridal designer and why? Michael Vijayasuriya, Aslam Hussain, Dhananjay Bandara.
I think Aslam Hussain.
Roshanara, you are like not in the hot seat. Like you're slightly, just a little bit of lukewarm water. Okay. Yolande, Michael Vijayasuriya, Senaka. Your favorite designer who you have worked for?
Senaka.
I think all your answers are going to be Senaka. Your thoughts on the beauty and fashion industry today?
Yeah, as Senaka mentioned before, I think they need a lot of discipline and, when we used to model, it was a lot of hard work. You couldn't just walk in and do a fashion show. We had to really practice very, very hard. And I think that is...
Lacking, yeah.
Yeah, that
Today's
was
industry is
fantastic.
lacking.
And
It also happens, I also
Yeah.
should mention that Roshanara was a choreographer when I took part in the Miss Sri Lanka for Miss Universe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she choreographed
I
the
think
show.
the difference, Danu, is that even their arm movements to everything was choreographed.
Absolutely.
And they stuck to it.
Even if you kept your hand like this, he will check on it.
Yeah.
All right. Now, before we get into anything more, I wanted to speak to Senaka about this one very fun story you once told me. Please tell me about your jack tree.
Well, Danu, after being in this industry, and we have worked with both male and female, females in the industry, I was also looking out for some other thing to, some sort of entertainment, to escape this thing every day.
Yeah, with this
this
models
gender
every day.
bender like that. So one day somebody had told me that there is a kema, a little thing that you do. I had this jack tree which was not bearing any fruit.
But Roshanara is listening for the first time.
It was bearing no fruit. So someone said, do this particular thing, and they gave me the whole recipe. So I normally sweep my house. Luckily my walls are a bit high. So it comes to my face level. The neighbors' houses weren't there anymore before. So while sweeping, I just looked at the tree and not a fruit after so many years. And
just taking up space.
So the trick to do was that we had to take the broom and hammer it on the trunk. And flash yourself while hammering like that. At the same time, I was hoping there'll be neighbors peeping, but no one was there. And then I just laughed and I just kept it at that.
But did you flash?
Yeah, I flashed.
You showed everything.
Yeah, and then hammered this, and I said, sort of like bad language, you barren.
No, say it.
Barren thing. Why are you not bearing any fruit?
But it's much nicer when you say it in Sinhalese.
Yeah.
Say it, it's okay.
I said, Vanda. මොකද්ද මේකේ ගෙඩියක්වත් නැහැ like that. And then I went off. After 2 weeks, I was sweeping and I saw a few of the small fruit that fall off things.
So the fear.
And then when I looked up, Danu, about 20 fruit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's miracle, no?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Senaka has the power to make things come out of nothing.
Exactly. And
that
when I
agree,
try to give all my boys whom I go with, my trishaw friends and all that, අයියෝ සර් අපේ වයිෆ්ලා කියනවා මේ කොහොල්ල අතේ ගෑවෙනවා කියලා සුපර් මාකට් වලින් සුද්ධ කරපුවා ගන්න පුළුවන්. I wanted to give this 20 fruit that when it was, I had to line it up on the road and have like a dane for people to
just take it and go.
Exactly.
Oh gosh.
Well, the first time he said it was at a dinner. We cracked up laughing the way he said it. Well, if it was not for the jack tree, there would have been at least some kind of jack there. Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Do stick around. All right, it's time we play one word. A chance for one of my guests here to walk away with a gift.
3, 2, 1. One word.
All right, so you all get 10 questions. Anyone can answer. Once you get in the highest amount of answers, we'll walk away with a gift, which will be sent to you all, by the way. I don't have it. Anyway, here's your first question. What would be the absolute worst name to give a child?
Karma.
Karma. Okay, be quick with your answers, okay? If you were a pair of shoes, what shoe would you be? Brand name.
Stiletto.
Okay. What's the strangest place you have visited?
Jaffna.
Strange?
Yeah, in the middle of war.
Ah, okay.
In the middle of war.
Okay.
You know.
What is your unwritten rule that you break?
Never gossip.
What is your favorite cartoon?
Tom and Jerry.
The best type of cheese you have eaten?
The beluga, the camembert. Yes.
Your favorite cartoon character?
Jerry.
If you could rename Sri Lanka, what would it be?
Tropical paradise.
Shivani, you're the winner. Others didn't sort of answer, so you took your own cool time and you won it. It's fine. This was such an easy battle. Sena just couldn't be bothered. He was like, it's okay, I'll just give a jackfruit.
I wanted to bring you a jackfruit.
I mean, you should have brought.
Basket.
I love jackfruit, man. It's such an aphrodisiac, by the way. And I don't know what to do with it after
It's supposed
that.
to be good for your health.
No, after I eat the jackfruit, I should be able to use my aphrodisiac sense, no? What am I to do? Look at the jackfruit and wait again after that. I have to come close to your tree and wait. Is it still bearing fruits?
No,
Oh.
I cut it off.
Ayo. But Senaka, you must market
It was
your...
overproduced.
No, but then I have a del tree now.
But
The
you
leaves
must
are bearing
market
fruit.
that Senaka's naked body can make trees bear fruits. Yeah, just your naked body can bear. Just imagine if you have actually had a child.
Yeah.
Oh, there'll be
Oh
all
my gosh, yeah.
own cricket team living here. The Senaka team. All right, now let's speak a little bit about this first hair show that Senaka brought pictures of. Tell me about it.
Actually, it was the first hair show ever, and then all the different hairdressers had to do segments. Different segments.
Yes.
I can't remember quite. I think Ramani or someone
quite
did. We had
Diana.
like different history of hair.
Yeah.
She did
Yes, Ramani,
like the Ramani,
Ramsey,
rumors,
Diana.
Nayana, all did
Yeah.
various things like that. And it was a first ever hair show
Yeah.
which
And
was
that's where she
held-
modeled.
No.
No, you-
I
you-
modeled for the first one, Ramsey.
Ramses.
Ramsey's show.
Right.
Segway.
Raman, this was
Yes,
Raman's. I
yeah,
remember
perfect.
that red dress. I had this huge hairdo, remember?
Yeah, I
it
can't
was
quite
like-
remember
This-
what the
Yeah.
segments. I think Manuka did that. No, that was also Medusa hairstyle.
Yeah,
Medusa,
yeah.
No? One of those shows.
Manuka, no?
Manuka. And then we
Yeah.
had all the snakes in her hair,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
I
the
know,
guys formed with
So
fabric.
much creativity,
sea.
you know, with the
the
hair,
guys
yeah.
were just going up and down with waves of the
Yes,
sea
yes.
fabric, so it looked as if she was
Yeah.
coming out of the sea.
See,
Oh,
like,
wow.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's talk more about it, of course. After a break, do stick around. It's Date with Danu on High TV. Now, with that heated section just before the break, it's time we get into Sticky Situ. Right here on Date with Danu.
Sticky Situ.
So this is one of those segments that I really like. Let's see how it's going to go right now. So Sticky Situ, something that I wanted to speak about. Now, you are a title holder. You have been a model for 15 years. And that's a long time to spend on the runway. And you all have solid experience. But today, when we go for a beauty pageant, it's quite cluttered for me to see the stage. Because we have so too many crowns to look through. Senaka, I have a doubt. If you're a ex-beauty queen, do you have to wear your crown at all pageants?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, if you're going to be felicitated on the stage as a previous winner, that's fine.
Yes.
You certainly don't have to come into the audience wearing
a crown. It's just that first year during your reign. Yeah, you need to represent.
And also now what has happened is I think all are running to the various shops and buying little tiaras and sewing some ugly
and very
evening dresses, and they are parading as if they have won some title.
Yeah,
but how can
you can just buy a crown on the shop from the shop, But earlier my other crowns were valuable ones, like it was like my Miss Sri Lanka crown was handcrafted by Lalita Jewelers. Right.
Self-proclaimed
I still have it.
title holder.
Same thing with Mrs. Sri Lanka. Raja Jewelers, they handcrafted
Nowadays, people don't get the crown, no? They just wear it and they give it back.
Yeah, they had to give
expensive.
it back.
Yeah, that is true.
But those days we were lucky. I was lucky to have those crowns.
But they give a smaller one, I think, as a memento.
Like a replica,
little thing.
Like a tiny little hat.
But those are expensive, I mean.
Yeah, that's true. Roshana, you never wanted to push your daughters into getting into beauty pageants?
I didn't stop them, but they were not interested.
Really?
They loved modeling, and that was it.
That was it?
Yes.
Now, Senaka, tell me, choreography is a huge thing, no? It's what makes or breaks a show. Lately, I heard there was a bit of with one of the choreographers. Yeah. What happened with the
No, I think basically last year I had gone and woven these textiles out of Colombo, and we did this show. Unfortunately, it was at that SLEC.
But she's also a student of yours, right? She modeled for you?
Yeah. Trained by me on so many occasions, but hasn't modeled too much for me.
Right. Okay.
Because for me, I mean, I don't take everyone I train.
Right.
So when the show was so lovely, they decided මේ වගේ show එකක් in Sinhalese because it's a government thing. මේ කනේ
like how is it? In Sinhalese is a government thing.
මේක නම් Hilton එකේ තියන්න ඕනේ Mr. Senaka, and they congratulated me, right? So then I went with them this year and booked the whole thing and everything like that. And there was some fancy contract. I said, and I mean, we take a certain percentage as an advance, for every show.
I know. Advance has to be paid,
These were trying to get me to work on credit. So I said no. 75% on, like that. I mean, we have a certain way we handle clients. But this choreographer, or whatever they call themselves, have gone and taken it up on their own and done it. And when I warned, and I warned them also, like this, don't do it, keep your standards. This. So that is the way, Danu, these things, there are the people who don't see it from a professional angle like that. They think that grabbing this one show, that one show,
it's so
like that. People, they are like crumb pickers.
Now that we have come out of the fashion clutter, I wanted to speak to Roshanara about what you're battling these days. How has this ride been? Everything is an experience for me. This is a very personal cause. I contribute as much as I can towards anyone with cancer, not exactly to the cancer hospital, because there's so many people who are doing good, and I think that's a great thing. But I think giving more personal care to some of the people who might not have the facility or the financial support to, I feel sorry for mostly the people who have come to help the patient, because sometimes they're sleeping under the bow tree at the Maharagama Cancer Hospital, because unfortunately the demand is so much, our resources are this much still, because I didn't think anybody planned it. How has it been for you? Your family is so supportive, and I'm so grateful. I'm so happy to see that.
And also I have so much faith in God. And, it was scary as it happened. But my family has been right behind me right through, and my friends. And I've been very lucky because I've been to Singapore to get opinions and stuff like that. But ultimately I decided to do it here because there is a great care here, and I've got a wonderful doctor who's treating me, and first time when you hear it's chemo, you get scared.
Yeah.
But actually, when you do it, it is. I mean, you lose your appetite, you lose your hair, that kind of thing till the chemo is over, but it grows back.
Yeah.
Right. I've come to terms with it, and I'm handling it pretty well. Of course, there are times my appetite loss is difficult, and other than that, of course, weakness and tiredness is there, but I manage it.
I always feel it's in the personality of the person, how they see such things. And all the fact that the first thing that you said was, I would love to share my time with Senaka on this show because he has given me so much.
Oh, yeah.
And also that other line that you told me really made me realize that people like you should be the spokespeople for things like that, because sometimes you
It's
never...
so personal.
Yeah, and also the fact that you wake up and you never know what is going to be your next phone call.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it's always, it's a minute that changes, but it's how you accept that minute.
Absolutely.
And you have done a remarkable job. Well, the fact that your smile and your commitment to still have that swag about you is amazing. Look at you, you look
I try
fabulous.
to live a normal life.
Yeah.
I don't take it as a. I'm fine. I do my normal things as much as I can. Yes.
That's remarkable. I think the reason why I wanted to speak about it is for anyone who might feel down, to realize that there's always that spark that you need to find.
That's true.
Yeah, you have to just push forward.
Being extremely positive, Senaka.
Exactly. That's why I said come,
Yeah.
because I want to be whatever it is, we all die.
Yeah.
It is these things, programs like this will be our archives.
Yeah, and also
I
the
want
memories.
to share it
Yeah,
with
the
these
memories.
people
Yeah,
who
beautiful
mean so much
memories.
to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's true. Now let's squeeze ourselves into a break. When we do come back on the other side, we're going to be looking through some of their social media, some more to talk about, all this and more on Date with Danu. What's on their Facebook? A little bit of homework that I do. Nothing much, I must say. Welcome back to the show. If you're wondering what is WTFB, it's what's on their Facebook. That's what it stands for. All right. So, Senaka, now we have heard of Miss and Missed Sri Lankas. What is your definition of a model?
Well, I think, Danu, there is a thin red line between a model and a muddle. You understand?
Who are the models we have?
Well,
But who is a modeler? That's my favorite
modelers
word.
are also there.
Yeah, but my favorite word is model. Because
Modeler.
everyone thinks I can make models. So many people write to me on Facebook and Instagram saying, "Ayya, make me a modeler." I'm like, I don't know. Can you all look at me? I'm the size of a runway. Far from it. So I always tell them, please reach out to somebody who is there. All right, I've gone through some of your Facebook photographs. I'm going to start off with this. Were you acting in the movie, I don't know, Easter is on its way or something?
Yeah, that was my hippie days.
Really?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Jesus
That's how
hair.
Christ.
Look at the hair. That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Beautiful.
When was this?
That was the time that,
I was holding a guitar, photographed by, I think,
Dominic?
no, some foreign photographer.
How old were you there, Senik?
I must have been about in my mid-20s.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. So, Shivani.
Oh, yeah, that's with my kids.
Yeah. Tell me about them. What are they?
Well, my elder one is 19,
Yeah, what
just
is he?
finished his A-levels
Okay.
and applying to unis. And the younger one is 16, and he's doing his O-levels next year.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's
they're a
great.
handful.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
That's for you to keep. Now, I wanted to show
Siddhanta
this.
and Harish.
Okay. I wanted to show this. I have such a remarkable chemistry.
Oh, yeah, that's lovely.
Such happy. All your photographs, you all have like the biggest smiles. And I must say, I asked Roshan, I was like, can you please add me on Facebook? I said, you request. That was my first call for this. I had to dig in. So tell me about that photograph. Tell me about your honey bunny.
Oh, he's been my support right through my modeling career.
How
And
many
even-
years have you been
even,
married for now?
46.
Wow, that's a blessing,
It is.
Yeah,
Half a
people can't
century.
barely
There
pass
is
6
a
months.
certain, I mean, look at the romance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Now this Senaka, tell me about this photograph.
Yeah, I think I had
launch
gone
of
for
the-
some
there's a launch of their modeling.
launch of
school,
the modeling,
Shanit and,
yeah.
Chula.
Now this is when this crown they put it on your forehead. Why?
Oh yeah, I know. This was when I won Miss Sri Lanka for Miss Universe in
Oh, really?
95. Yeah. That was the Lalita Jewelers crown. I told you.
Let's see.
I think this is when I first saw you.
Oh, Michael's show.
Was this at Michael's show?
I think so.
I'm not. But I saw you at Divas Abek. I don't know. This was one of those. When was this show?
This was, I think,
Oh, the Diva
Michael's
show. The Diva show.
2 years ago, his 25th anniversary.
Must be.
Yes, yes.
Senaka, I love your hair here. I think this was for 2007 Colombo Fashion Week. I think it was one of the first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You showed the first
2007
year?
long years ago, yeah.
You showed the first year only, or?
No, the first ever show at the Mount
Yeah.
Lavinia Hotel.
Yeah.
I opened all these years that I showed.
Right.
I opened. And
Oh.
I had better areas by the models walk to better
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
of,
yeah,
like a
yeah.
localized thing.
Right. And this is you now. I just wanted to show the.
Yeah, that's my latest one.
Now that's you. That's you today.
Yeah.
You have worked a lot with Kirti.
Yeah.
And how was that era?
Well, it was, I mean, we had lots of fun with Kirti.
Oh yeah.
And
He was a
Have
fantastic
you modeled for
designer.
Kirti?
Yes.
Yeah, Shivani,
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah,
were
all of us.
And
It's like
it
the
has been like home for us. We used to go and
Yeah.
have meals with him.
And the red apartment.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he had his
That
favorite
really-
column,
Yes,
where
sir.
he features all
Yes.
the society
Yes.
ladies, and I think it was a hit.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be,
Yeah, true.
on his page, dressed to their finery.
Fond memories of him.
Yeah.
Senaka, what would
Oh,
you
yeah.
tell our designers of today and our models of today?
What I'm trying to say is that this fashion industry, the designers also have to be a little bit more imaginative and use,
Yeah, creative.
try and create their own fabrics. You know what I mean?
I think we need to revive the industry, the textile industry. It's our heritage. Sadly, it's dying.
Yeah.
And everything, all the
I mean,
material
look at
is
the
imported.
potential. Handloom, batiks,
Yeah, it's a
hand-painted
batik industry
textile.
that's
What can't you
yeah.
do?
It's
So the potential is
earlier we had
immense.
the batik industry, silks,
Yeah.
cottons, the biralus. So we
Well, of
need to
course, the
revive those
modeling industry,
yeah.
I must say, the era when Shivani and Roshi modeled, that look was different, but the way we modeled was different.
What
When
people looked out for.
now, I mean, that lean and hungry kind of model strutting as if they haven't had their last 3 meals, like that.
Yes.
That is the look,
Yeah.
an international
That's the
look.
look,
So,
yeah.
I mean, people
Yeah,
can
exactly.
get
But
away.
the difference is, Danu, those days the designers showcased their outfits, and at the end of the show they sold the outfits. Those clothes were like an inspiration, But nowadays it's not like that. It's more entertainment.
I mean,
There's a
there
coffee
are-
evening, have a fashion
Tell me
show.
who buys designer clothes from designers
Yeah.
here? All the designers are struggling to
Yeah.
exist.
Sell their clothes, So earlier the apparel fair, we had the apparel fair, and because the garment
Yes,
industry was
Roshi
big.
and all of them modeled when Pia Carden was the
Yeah,
chief.
and the buyers used to come and sit and watch
At,
the
at,
show.
at
Pia
Oberoi,
Carden.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow, that is a
international
lot.
At the Oberoi.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. All right, before we wrap things up on the show, Roshi, I would like to call you that. Thank you so very much for coming. Absolutely an honor, and keep your positivity, and I can't wait to see you looking amazing as always and in great health.
Thank you. Thank you. It was lovely
Thank you so much.
being here.
Senaka, you are fun. You're fabulous, and your diva qualities are to be admired. And Shivani, well, you're absolutely gorgeous and so full of life. You're like you just won the crown yesterday.
Thank you, Danu.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yeah.
Thanks,
much.
Danu. It
Thank
was
you so
really
much.
such a
We
pleasure.
really
Thank
loved
you.
the
to have
show.
been on
Thank
your
you.
show.
And I wish you
And we enjoyed
every
it.
success.
No problem. Thank you so much.
We love
Very-
watching this
Yeah,
show.
we loved it.
Thank you. I normally keep nothing in the glass as well, just a secret. I want to share. That's why they didn't drink anything. We need to wrap things up on the show. Thank you so much for joining us. So we'll see you again. Keep smiling. It's a wrap.